Oh,
Yo, yo, yo.
oh my God, Hera! What a delight to see you this fine Wednesday, my dude.
Yo, what's good? Listen, I only had 1 minute and you spent it talking to that chatter, so unfortunately I don't have time anymore, but I do wish you the best with
Oh
your
my God,
grind.
hey, have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed your last 60 seconds of life.
Day9, okay, listen, you're talking
Oh,
about
oh,
the forward castle.
you don't need 60. Okay, all right. Because when you said that, I was like, you got it, man. Bye. Like I was fine with it. I was like, all right, cool. That's really nice. He took 1 second of his busy 60 seconds to spend it with me. What a sweetheart. Okay. So like forward castles, I don't even know how to think about what they do beneficially or not. I literally have no basis for it. I've
Yeah.
spent no time thinking about it. I've never done it. I have no idea how it works.
Has it been done to you, forward castle?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel when it gets done to you? Like, does it work? Is it strong? Are you
So
unbothered by it?
well, it's things that are separate from the castle that I find issues with. So if there's a forward castle into Imperial Age on Arena, I can wrap my head
Yes.
around what's happening. They've contained me,
Yeah.
and then the trebuchets come out right on my forehead. But when other fast castles are being aggressive, I see one of two things. One is that they start doing like Siege Monk and a unique unit push, at which point I'm just like, oh, the castle's like doing whatever. It's fine. It's maybe a
Mhm.
fallback point for them. Yeah, so I don't really know. I don't really
Okay.
know anything that the castle does outside of that. Sorry, I got distracted and lost my train of thought. Let me try this again. So like Siege Monk Knight push or Siege Monk Archer push or Siege Monk unique unit push, all of these in my head feel like the same thing. It's the castle itself I don't
Okay.
really know how to think about.
Perfect. No, I got you. It's a good question, to be fair, in principle. And no, it doesn't depend. Just to reinforce what you said earlier, I think a lot of times we hide behind it depends, but it really doesn't. Let me tell you exactly what the castle does every
Yeah.
single time. The castle will clear everything in an 8 to 10 tile radius.
Yeah.
Okay? This is very important. 8 to 10 tile radius around the castle. He wins every single fight. You can't farm, you can't take resources, and your buildings will slowly die in that radius. So it's a huge momentum shift in terms of map control and presence on that portion of the map. Now, the difference between a castle and a siege monk push that attempts to do the same thing, which is to push someone off a position, is that the castle, once it goes up, it's at 100% power immediately.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't go up, it's at 0% power. Whereas the Siege Monk push goes from a 10% push from one
Yeah.
Mangonel, one monk to 100% over time. You
Yeah.
need like 10 Mangonels, 10 monks, etc. It's a build up over time. And it also has legs. So a Siege Monk push has a lot more potential than a forward castle because it can move around and continue to snowball. Whereas
Yeah.
a castle goes to 100% right away. Why is this important? It's important because if you stop the forward castle, you're in a monumentally strong position.
Right.
And if you let it go up for free, you're in a pretty bad position because now there's an 8 to 10 radius in your base that you can't touch. And normally, how big is your base? It's going to be like, what, 30 tiles, 40 tiles? So losing a portion of that is a disaster. So that's fundamentally what the forward castle is achieving, just the castle portion, not anything else regarding the
Right.
strategy.
And so right away, my brain goes, yeah, if they had an exposed gold, or if maybe they have a cluster of their production structures, that seems like a reasonable place to plop it down. To just shit on the units coming out and or the deny the resource.
The resource. Yeah, absolutely. And normally they're doing multiple of those things. So like denying resources, killing villagers, denying farms, and denying production buildings. They're trying to do as much of that as possible. And usually, if they're smart with it, they're gonna put the town center in range of your the castle in range of your town center. So also kill the town center, which
Is
gives massive value for the
is there a
castle. 'Cause the
mod
town
that
centers are
shows the
expensive.
range of the castle?
I'm sure there is. I personally don't use it because I hate how many lands appear on the map, but I'm
Yeah.
sure there is.
No, I'm the same way, man. I mean,
Yeah.
look at my screen. It's just me, my cat, and like little Day9 logo in the corner, man. I like a
It's
clean
as
screen, baby.
bare bones as possible. Yeah, as raw as you can get. So yeah, for that reason, I don't like to use the mod. But I mean, it's not that hard to see in my opinion. Like he can get Fletching and Bodkin in Castle Age to give it 1 extra range per upgrade. So it's 8 to 10, and then in Imperial Age it's 11 with Bracer if the Civ gets it.
Ah, for some reason my brain just lumps castles and town halls together. So I think this whole time I've been assuming that range upgrades do nothing for castles, since they do nothing
Yeah.
for town center
For
ranges.
for the town centers, yeah. For the castle and towers, it does something.
Okay, so So I chose Persians to just start playing some with because elephants are awesome. So now I have just a totally separate question. Oh, wait, sorry. I realized I forgot. Let me rewind back to a forward castle. If I have a forward castle and I've done that denial, is the thought process do whatever you want based upon your judgment at the time? Or is it like, no, you really need to keep committing to this for forward pressure, et cetera, et cetera? Like what are the next steps afterwards?
In my opinion, the forward castle is such a monumental play and such a huge moment in the game that you decide what you do after based on the situation. Because the forward castle on its own does so much already. You don't need to follow it up with anything. But you have a lot of options. You can make your unique in it from a forward position. You can add a siege workshop and make a ram to kill the buildings faster. You can continue pushing now that your opponent's base is open. Or you can go for a faster imp because now you have a good treb position right outside your opponent's base. All of those are completely valid. You can even boom behind it and use the forward castle as a time buying mechanism for you to set up a huge economy. You have so many options that I would view the forward castle and the decisions that come after it as two separate things entirely.
Wonderful. Okay, that perfectly answers that question. Okay, separate question. I think elephants are fucking hilarious, and I want to make elephants. Like, what? How should I think about like Persian elephants or elephants in general?
Yeah. So elephants, especially with the Persian ones, because elephants from the Persian is more extreme than the battle elephant. They're much stronger. Yeah. They're absolutely insane against buildings. Yeah. That's their best quality, okay? So how you should think about them is, I win every fight in melee combat. I am somewhat weak to counter units like pikemen, and somewhat weak to archers and mobility like cav archers. Yeah. Any melee fight I win, I destroy buildings. You're extremely weak to monks. So your elephant... is a you can go ahead.
My very first game of Age of Empires 2 that I ever played on stream, I asked what unit was like an Ultralisk in StarCraft, and people were like, Persian War Elephants. And I just built it, and it immediately got monked, and I was like, oh, this game is fucking bullshit, man. I was like completely mortified. And everyone's like, yeah, Wololo. And I was like, what does that fucking mean? So I mean, like, if I am just... Yeah, coming back to your point, obviously they're super weak versus monks. As my first core memory of playing AoE 2.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so, just to finish off the point, I guess, you would make War Elephants. Actually, War Elephants is a perfect example of a unit you'd only make from a forward castle. Because what's scary? War Elephants charging from your base, which take 3 minutes to get across the map, or War Elephants that spawn on your opponent's buildings. On your opponent's buildings is much scarier. And so... War Elephants coming out of a forward castle is now a very good way of making the forward castle, denying that position on the map, and then killing all of your opponent's buildings with just a few elephants. Yeah. Which are expensive, but you don't need much of them. You don't need much of them.
And so with the elephants, when, let's say that I have gone for a forward castle, I'm smashing out elephants, rallied inside of the castle, and they pop out. Should I treat these like battering rams, where I'm trying to get other units to cover them and let them focus the buildings? Or do I just kind of like A-move with the elephants and try to shit on whatever's nearby?
Ooh, that's a good question. That could depend on the situation. Initially, the way I would approach it is the first few elephants that come out, just hit a building. Hit a building close by to get value as you mass them up. Once you have enough of them, I think you should just walk to see what kind of value you can find. Threaten something with the elephants. It's not exactly like a battering ram, which you need a supporting unit. I think elephants are enough to support themselves. But if you see any of your counters, I would run. And that's where the forward castle covers you. You don't have to run far. You're slow, so you wouldn't make it back home. But you can make it a few tiles to your forward castle.
So suppose that, let's just pick an idea at random here. Suppose that I'm going to fucking go forward castle War Elephants for like 3 hours.
Yes.
If I'm doing that and I see monks and I pull back, is the logic like I'm just going to make scouts behind, or is it just like the attack is over? Like what's the logic that I should have, assuming I've pulled back and protected my elephant pals?
To secure the forward castle, it's very common for Persians to get a faster castle than the opponent, make knights to control the map, drop your forward castle, and you already have the setup to make knights, which is the same setup to make elephants, which is the same setup to make light cavalry. Which is stable, food, gold, right? Yeah. Light cavalry will come out after you make the elephants and after your opponent makes monks. But you already have the setup because you had the knights to secure the castle. That's how you'd go about it. And just in advance, the way you counter pikemen is you either get fletching bodkin on your castle or you get scorpions. Do not sleep on Scorpions. It's like the main unit for Persians to counter pikemen, not skirmishers, Scorpions.
Oh, I'm a big
So that's kind
Scorp
of like
fan for sure.
perfect.
And so, last question, last two questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, if I am wanting to do a forward castle, and I'm currently not in the mood, or my understanding is, I probably do not want to begin having a bunch of guys on stone. Like, this is what would be going in my head right now. I don't want to have a bunch of guys on stone as I go up to Castle Age, because I need to make sure that I have the units to gain map control first. So my focus would be more on, like, food, gold, getting 2 stables, getting map control, and then when I have that, then getting castle after that. So first, is that logic for trying to get map control to do a forward castle? Is that reasonable, or is that even delaying things too much?
No, I think that's very reasonable. In fact, I think the best way to do it is actually to play a regular game, 3 town centers regular game, and then go for a castle age, or sorry, the castle forward in late castle age. That's a way better way to do it, in my opinion. Because you get to read out the game, get your economy set up, and then go for it as a big, like, finalizing play. You could go for it right away, but if you go for it right away, you need, like, I would say it's risky, because even if you make a few knights and then you're trying to take some stone after that, you're going to be kind of slow, and your opponent might have enough army to defend you at that point. It's hard to read, and you're heavily invested into stone at that point, which is weird. So it's more risky to do it early.
That makes so much sense, because, like, you know, I mean, I don't know how much of my stream you've been watching, but literally the thing that always... Fuck yeah, let's go! Woo! Dude, like, the thing that my brain is only ever focused on is understanding how economy works and how, if I make this decision, how does that affect my economy? And this is just because this is how my brain operates. Like, unless I understand what's happening economically, it fucks up my ability to process decisions in the game. And everything that I was thinking about with, like, doing a forward castle and doing stuff, my brain was imagining being on 1 TC. And my brain is, like, not finding the money. It's not finding when the workers go over to stone, because then I would lose out on the wood to be able to make, you know, thing X, Y, Z, whatever. But, I mean, 3 TC and then doing a forward castle sounds fucking bang-ing. And furthermore, when I'm in the middle of Castle Age, I'm doing my TC booming, I never quite understand what the right time to begin placing workers onto stone is, and also whether I should be getting the stone upgrade to accelerate that. That is something that I think I've struggled with across the board. So I guess I now have 2 sub-questions. Question 1 is, when would you get stone if you were doing this forward castle elephant party? And the second question is, if I want to be heading to Imperial Age and make sure that I have trebs and reasonable castle positions, I'm also screwing that up a lot in my games.
Yeah. So let's answer the first one. You get to stone after you've stabilized the 3 town center boom. So after you make your 3 town centers, you usually 1 or 2 minutes to stabilize that. Make sure you can afford it. Make sure you can afford army while doing the 3 TCs, which means you have like 18 plus farms, around 20 farms, something like that. Then you go to stone after the 3 TC. That's the perfect timing. And the ratio you go to stone is you either take 10 villas off wood, throw them to stone if you can, or you just put 1 or 2 town centers and rally them to stone. That way you get like 10 villagers within a few minutes on stone. And I would always get the stone mining upgrade if you can afford it when you have 3 TC boom, because it's pretty cheap and it gets you to stone faster, which can help accelerate your castle forward time by like a minute, which is huge.
Nice.
It's not much on 3 TC economy. So I would always get the first stone mining upgrade, never get the second stone mining upgrade. That's never useful.
Got it.
Or like 99% never, let's say. So the first one's always useful, second one almost never useful.
Yeah.
And then your second question of, am I delaying Imperial Age? What if I want Imperial Age? In my opinion, with stuff like Persians, it's way better to go for an all-in Castle Age or a heavy Castle Age before Imperial Age, because your upgrades are really expensive in Imperial Age. You need Cavalier, Armor, Savar, you need probably Chemistry for gunpowder. All of these cost a lot of resources, and they take a lot of time to kick in as well. So it's much better, in my opinion, to continue staying on the 3 town center boom with Persians that work faster, spam a lot of knights, go for a forward castle, go for a big play, and then once you do get imp after that, you're like giga rich. You can even go full elephants if you want to, and you have a lot of options from there. And also, like, you have your wood crossbows, your Kamandaran crossbows, once you get the silver crown. So if you're banking a lot of wood, you can make a very cheap crossbowman in imp. So banking resources with Persians before Imperial Age is way better than a fast Imperial Age most of the time.
And now it makes sense, or tell me if this makes sense, I guess I should say. What's clicking in my brain is Arbalester is way the hell cheaper than going Cavalier into Savar or Cavalier into Paladin.
Yes.
So this makes sense to me now why I have seen Archer civilizations pressure, maybe do siege push pressure, put the forward castle down, and suddenly they're Imperial, and now they're pressuring with Trebs. That makes sense because they don't actually need as many farms and other things to just literally get the upgrades to level up their army.
Yeah, there's another upgrade in early Imp as well. It's a generic upgrade that Persians miss that I consider the best upgrade in early Imp. Let's see if you can guess it, actually.
Can you restate the question for me?
Yeah, there's one upgrade that Persians are missing that is available in Imperial Age that I consider to be the best early Imp technology. What would it be?
The best early Imp technology. The best early Imp technology. Well, let me just look at Imp.
Yep.
Let me see this.
Chat can play along as well.
Oh, dude, let me tell you. My business cat, she always comes down when I'm on work days. And on the weekends, she sits by the office door staring at me like, what are we fucking doing? Let's go. Let's get in there, man. So I'm just going to poke around.
Yeah.
I'm looking at upgrades. I'm evaluating. Because, I mean, a lot of the upgrades that I see people get that I don't get, like, I still don't get things like murder holes and masonry and architecture. But I guess if I had to pick one, it would be Bracer, would be my guess. Because now that I've learned that castles get +1 range,
Yeah, it's Bracer. Absolutely spot
no
on.
way.
You nailed it, bro. You nailed it. That's some good intuition. Yeah, it's Bracer.
I get lucky when thinking sometimes.
And like, so like you're missing Bracer, you're missing Arbalest, you're missing the two things that give you a huge power spike for cheap. And so like, if you're thinking about it logically here, what is Persian going in for? Okay, Cavalier armor on Cav, maybe chemistry and hand cannoneer, but that takes like a minute. That takes 2 minutes to kick in chemistry, and then halberdier. There's like the three things that usually Persians want from Imp, and then of course like trebuchets, let's say.
Sure.
So like a few things could be good from Imp, but all of those things are usually quite expensive. Minus, let's say, the trebs; those are pretty cheap. So all in Castle Age is a usually good way to play the Persians, and it's, I would say, what you're trying to do like 75% of the time. In 3 out of 4 games, you're trying to go for an extended Castle Age.
Brilliant. Yeah, and there's something that T90 shared as just like a mental framework that caused me to like have so much more success yesterday in the mid game. It was just fight over map control and then boom, instead of bailing on map control and booming first.
Yes, I agree with that.
And I mean, so, you know, he was suggesting, dude, just whatever your main unit is, make 2 production structures of that as just a simple heuristic to begin fighting over mid. Now, if I wanted to do 3 TC boom, would you still recommend doing like 2 stables, knights to pressure? Because that does feel like that's a lot of golden food to go 2 TC knights.
So the way I would think of it is you should always open with your army.
Yep.
And you should always do your town centers gradually. It's very rare that you drop 2 town centers extra one shot. Normally you drop 1 extra town center, you stabilize that, then you go for your 3rd town center. You don't do 2 extra town centers one shot.
Yeah.
That's like a very big investment. So that's the way you want to think of it. You do your army first, you add 1 town center, then you slowly stabilize, and within a couple minutes, not long, but not too like little time, a medium amount of time passes, and you add your 3rd town center.
That makes a ton of sense. Yeah, no, because I think that like if I'm comparing this to StarCraft, you'll see ultra fast 3 hatch as Zerg, but it's like this is a build that is deliberately cutting certain things that you might not even be aware that you are cutting. You know, like I can imagine if someone, like if I'm watching VODs of people going 3 TC the second they hit Castle Age, my understanding based on what you're saying is they know that they are being really like corner cutty to pull that off. It's not just like, I'll just casually put down 3 TCs.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
not quite stating that well, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I understood you. Like, if your opponent adds in 3 town centers right away, like, or 2 extra town centers, you should know, wait, he's adding 2 extra town centers. He's probably cutting back on some kind of military. He might still have some army.
Yeah.
He's not going to have extra tech. Like, if he's got crossbows, he's not going to have ballistics. If he has knights, he might not have a monastery.
Yeah.
Or he might not afford +2 armor. That kind of stuff. So, yeah, definitely keep that in mind. And by the way, all this changes if you have an extended feudal age. Because if you have an extended feudal age, you have a lot more resources going into castle age, so the numbers are skewed. But you would understand this concept and you'd recognize it during those games.
That makes a ton of sense. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Hera. I'm so ready to go. I'm so excited.
Get in there, bro.
And I will say,
I'm cheering for you. I'll be watching.
dude, let me just say, one of my very favorite things about Age of Empires 2 compared to StarCraft is the fact that you don't need additional bases to scale your economy. Like your comment about,
Yes.
if you have like a really long feudal, this is not how StarCraft works. Like if you're on 2 base and you're contained, you're like, shit. Like my income is screwed. I mean, it's less true in StarCraft 1, but in StarCraft 2, you really feel it.
Okay.
And here it's just interesting that you can have this like really long feudal age that's just constantly growing. It's super cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your economy is just scaling as feudal age goes. So you have like tons and tons of resources going to castle.
I'm so ready. It's Elephant Day. It's Elephant Day.
It's Elephant Day.
Dude, Hera, thank you
3
so
DC
much,
boom.
man.
Control the map. Forward castle. Elephants. Let's see it.
It is time, my dude. It is time. GG.
Very welcome, bro. GG's. Good luck.
Boost. In case any of you didn't know, I say GG at the end of my phone calls as well, including with my wife. It's like a really weird habit. I'm like, all right, goodbye, love you, GG. All right, here we go. All right, I'm sorry, is Detective Paul Mango on the case? The case of the missing elephant. Let's see if we can find them in this game. All right, so I'm going to try to not talk very much. Ooh, humans, they can get an early TC. I'm learning. Wait, are these pigs? Or are these just really chunky sheep? Fattest sheep of all time. This. Oh. Trying to be a little bit more careful about not leaving any little bits of darkness around, because that kind of did screw me. What is this map? Alright. Kill them! Kill your friends! Is that a bunny? Alright. I think this is right. Or if I see the bunnies, I just send out the mill right away. We did it! What? Alright. Alright. Alright, so I'm doing a little bit more thinking, a little bit less talking. I'm also monitoring things. Actually... I'm gonna get supply blocked, aren't I? Alright, I sent the wrong one. It's actually okay. We get loom now. We get loom now. Because I am supply blocked. We get loom now. I don't know how correct this is, but I'm very pleased that this is the set of decisions that I made. Outside of this placement. This placement was the worst thing that's actually maybe ever happened to any of you. This placement right here. Because of this shit. Oops. You go here. Oh, you need to fucking run! Hell yeah, dude. This is 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna chop some wood, because wood is good. Alright, I need to scout the enemy. I have not scouted the enemy. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I actually never know when to make the... Okay, go this way. I need to stop talking. I just need to be real quiet, okay? I'll key this as 3. Where is the villain? Dude, that arrow noise scares the shit out of me every time. Come here, bastard. He knows. How does he know? I'm completely paralyzed. I don't know what to do. So this is not ideal timing. I literally am going to be supply blocked as well. Oopsie daisies. Alright, go back this way. Alright, so this is like, I've never even seen that before. I didn't even know you could do that in this game. I'm surprised the FBI hasn't come crash in and arrest that man for unfounded criminal activity. Go here. Alright. Like this? Some shit? So I can't actually do this and look at his base at the same time, so I'm not gonna overcomplicate my life. Honestly, I'm pretty pleased with how I did in the first stage. So I'm actually just gonna make a smaller wall. Smaller wall for now. Oh my god, I have my economy! It's working! My economy's working! Okay! Go, go, go! This move right here, I'm incredibly proud of. I know that's gonna sound a little silly, but like, I legitimately am very proud of that. He's also going horsey. He's also horsing around. Alright, I have mismicroed this because I'm looking up here, but you know, I'm actually just okay with this. Oh, I see, because that thing didn't fucking build. Yes, let's get the weakened one in the front, exactly like you're supposed to. It's okay, it was just a tactic to get unsupply block. You're allowed to build. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now I can go like this. So not my finest work, but it is my work. No cheating was happening here. Oh, how does this thing fucking work? You don't rally to that. That is fine, because this should be done now. Right? Oops. This just isn't walled in the slightest. Villains like me, nice big walls. Alright, so I'm gonna come over here. Misclicked into success cases, it's fine. Oops, thought I canceled that guy. Too much for that. I mean, this was almost really good for me. Is V and Z the button? Whoa, let me tell you that. That might have looked like I knew what I was doing, but that was literally an accident. So let's make some decisions of where we want to make our castles really fast here. Is this... I gotta see this. Yeah! Get him! Ah, what a good dog, dude! What a good dog! Okay. I fucking lost a horse. I had to help out my... That's my dog, dude. Okay, hold on. I am wealthy, so we get this. Transition some over to here. So, I mean, because I had a longer feudal age, aka I fucked up and clicked up, I think, maybe too late. Dude, I used to 9-pool people so much. Oops. Oh, my fingers roll on that. I guess I'll just get these, because I never really know what to do. My villain is clicked up. Let's keep an eye on what villain's doing. Yeah, you can be cute if you want. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Probably not the optimal place to put this, but this is fine. So, okay, so I went for these 3 town centers. Okay, this is actually really helpful for me, because I went for these 3 town centers. And I went for double, like this. And, you know... Camels, I see. So, I think then... the best gate of all time. These guys are just dead, huh? So I think that what I should have done is just not gotten these 2 stables as early as I did. And you know, that's okay. That's totally okay in my eyes. Too many mining gold. Okay. And I'm pleased that I'm going to correctly identify this. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to be trying to get my economy going. This is grid crime, what I feel like this is. I know, I know, I know. There is nothing Euclidean about what's happening here. Like, this doesn't make any sense at all. I should have... I think that I did okay. This is the first time I've actually taken a moment to look at the score. So I think that I need to also get some extra barracks. I think that would be very beneficial. And I'm going to rally this up to here. I never quite know... This is dumb, right? I shouldn't have done this. I'm the best of all time. You might not be able to tell by this silly-ass placement. So I can actually get this, and that'll be beneficial for my upcoming defense, huh? So there's a rally point to this gold happening somewhere, because I just removed a few guys from this. And things are not actually going my way. They're not actually going my way. Can I get in and out of this? Hell yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about, man. I don't even know what I'm doing, therefore he can't know what I'm doing, man. Okay, no, fucking... Go. Populate the world. Still don't have blast furnace, but that's okay. Best mechanic in the game. I fucking love getting housed. The only thing I love more than getting housed is fucking paying taxes. That's a good joke. That's a universal joke. I'm pleased with that one. I came up with something that would appeal to audiences that only live in high tax states. Which makes me such a universal streamer. That's exactly where I want you to be. Alright, we're actually going to play SimCity down here. We're going to make nice houses. Well, we all know what time it is. W. Sorry, there's something going wrong with my keyboard inputs. I'm literally pressing things. There we go. You know, why not? I don't know if I've fucked this up, but I think that I'm owning. Maybe I didn't bring enough guys. My guys. Not that worried about that. Villain is not taking good trades here. Then again, I'm not exactly watching the fight or reproducing army myself. I completely forgot about monks. Shit. Shit. Balls. Fuck. Elephants! Okay, I think I did a pretty good job in that game, I think. I'm gonna briefly watch the replay. But I think that, like, that just felt like a smooth game. That felt like more or less a smooth game. Let's do this. I think so. Become loaded. Hinkle says too much talking. It's your first time, chat. I was playing the whole time. Dude, that's so funny, dude. I play and then I'm like, let's rewatch the replay. This is too much talking. I need to get the fuck out of here. Let me just say, hey, Mr. Cuban Cigar, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And oh my god, Levizu an hour ago gifted 10 as well. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, little sweethearts. Hinkle says, oh, I'm just kidding. Dude, let me tell you, that joke's fucking... That's a killer joke, man. That's an amazing joke. Like, I literally play a game like, let's watch the replay. It's shut up and cue up, bald man. Oh, fuck, that was so good. That was killer, man. I'm so used to text on the internet being not funny. I was actually taken aback by it, you know? Dance, bald guy. I was really pleased with how I sequenced my economy in the early game. Except for this house. This house might have been the worst thing to have ever happened to me or my family, so... So this I was really pleased with, like this little inch in. I think, like, what I did that I was pleased with in this game is, like, these buildings, like, there's nothing here anymore. This is exposed, and everything else is turtled. Nice. And if he tries to sweep around, I can house here or there, so I felt really good about that. I think that there's a part of my brain that's like, when do I get, how do I, walls? What about this? And I think that there's a key mistake. There's a key mistake that I made this game, which is at no point did it occur to me to scout with my scouts. I think that, like, literally, if I just made one scout and checked the whole map, this might be my Zerg bias speaking, but, like, in Brood War, Zerg sees the map. That's, like, what you're always doing, is just fighting to see the map. Which is why playing against Bisu feels like shit. He just kills all your overlords. But, like, you see the map, you scout, you check out the whole map. And because my scouts got trapped in there, it didn't enter my brain to do the scouting, and furthermore, I forgot that relics existed. And briefly mid-game, I was like, I remember! And then I fucking forgot again. That would have been an improvement, I think. Another thing that I think I did incorrectly is... I think I should be moving out with my spearmen to get the relics when I see his camels. Sorry, I didn't pass kindergarten animal identification. It took me a moment. There's cats, dogs, and after that, it's too much. Dude, can't believe I fed. Wow, I've actually killed just one worker? Oh, I killed so much more than that. I mean, I felt very good at this point in time. I think this town center was a good place to put it. I don't know about this one, but... Yeah, because, like, what I was doing is I was poking around Villain's base and trying to just see, is there another town center going up here? Anything? Any space getting taken up? Again, I could have done a lot more outside here. Dude, we are just fucking annihilating right now. I'm way farther ahead than I thought I would be. These walls are... These are silly walls. I need to be a little bit more diligent with scouting. Yeah, I know I'm blocking fucking resource collected and shit. Oh, so Hera just shared a comment, which is, I was walled, like, from here to here and here to here, but, like, just pull down the wall here and pull down the wall here and just control this space. Yeah, and then you delete the walls and you move out. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And, okay, so... Let me explain what's happening in my brain right now. Rewind back to Feudal Age, right? Rewind back to Feudal Age. I was expressing I wasn't quite sure how to wall, because I was pleased that I kind of had, like, a wall, or sort of open side here. I had a wall, like, here, and then this and this were obviously walled in. And Hera just suggested, just wall down like this, and wall over like that. Because I guess it's really not that expensive to wall. But now here's what's actually happening in my brain. When I watch pros, you know, I've been watching MBL and Hera and Lewis and the amazing Huang. I watched Huang play and I was like, this man's a fucking degenerate. And probably my favorite thing I've ever seen. I see a lot of these players do, like, very far out walls like this. And so I think the wrong way to interpret watching players like Hera and MBL and others is to go, oh, you just wall out here at this time. I think the right way to think of it is, now that Hera has literally put a wall here and put a wall here, I think the right way to think of it is, you really need to get a tight wall, but if you're good enough, that's a corner you can cut. And whether that's 100% accurate or not, I think is a really helpful lens for me to see things through. Because, I mean, the history of StarCraft strategy is all about, here's what you have to do, but then we cut this corner, and this corner, and this corner, and this corner, and suddenly when good players, when new players watch good players, they'll see 5 things not happen and go, you don't do these 5 things. And it's like, no, those are 5 critical things to keep in mind. You just skip them in 95% of the games, but you have to know this. You know, like Zergs don't build sunken colonies against Terrans early on. They just don't anymore. But sometimes you have to, and you need to understand very clearly that that is the answer against a number of early pressures. Okay, I am so much farther ahead than I had understood that I was. I thought that I was above average, but it turns out I'm the man. Villain's getting into fight with wolves over here while I'm making an actual civilization. You can see the difference. So let me come back over here. So Villain builds these at the backside. So I see Villain was feeling a lot of pressure and went, yo, let me just get a bunch of camels and knights and shit. So I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I brought a modest, mild-mannered collection of workers. I really did not bring a lot of workers, did I? I also think further the second stable and the other town centers were not accurate. 9 to 12 is fine. Not for me. Fucking devastated right now, you kidding me? Oh, Villain has no fucking thing. God, my bearings are way off in these situations. Turn the map. Okay. Quit the game. Return to replays. Return to main menu. Multiplayer. Ranked. Versions. Find the match. Dude, I thought my Dark Age was sick, man. My Dark Age was tight, man. New peak elo. We don't actually check our elo on this channel, Nikito. Marketplace. You have conquered a great trading post, but enemy soldiers are also looking to benefit from this impressive victory. Use the markets to gain advantage? But I'm not ready for this at all. What happened? I mean, what do we do? Market's in the corner. You can trade carts for infinite gold? I'm going to pretend that this mechanic doesn't exist fucking at all. Until the late game, in which case I'm going to be screaming at you to explain to me how it works. Alright. I'm against the Khitans. I don't know what they do. Ah! What are these? Where's my scout? Get out there! Shit, it's not locking my mouse. Fuck. Holy shit. Are these just better scouts? Oh, shit. Oh my god. Ah! Blind panic. Stand nearby. Stand on the corpse of your friends. Dude, you can scout so much shit. What on earth is this? Why do they give you a scout when a trade cart is better, faster? I bet it even does more damage. Oh, it can't deal any damage at all. Bad guess. Alright, okay, so we got piggies. We got sheepsies. We got deer. Alright, you go here. Get over there. This. Alright, wow, wood on this map. Wood on this map is fucking bad. Here. Better be looking for stuff for me. Quickly, improvise, Day9. Improvise your heart out. Fucking get pushed. That's right. Actually, I don't think I want to get that deer right now. I don't even think I want to get the deer. Whoa. I'm going to rally to here because I'm not sure what I'm even doing. Why do I have 20 supply? Alright, I know I'm screwing some stuff up, but there's so many new things occurring in this game to me. You know what? Just go there, dude. Why do I have 20 supply, dude? Oh, they just give me a house. It's crazy. Yeah. Day9, don't leave that many rotting animals. I will let rot whatever I please. That's why I spend all my time on the internet. Okay, so this rally's here. No, we want to do a thing over there, right? Oh, shit. Get over here. Come here, you fucking... Come here. Oh, I forgot to get berries. Oh my god, we're killing more sheep. Oh, this is it's a disaster. Ooh. Nope, nope. Oops. More sheeps. Oh, shit. Zut alors. Alright. Dude, I'm like fucking loaded on wood. I'm like as wooded as I've ever been. Oh! Oh! Fuck! Alright. Oh shit, we're getting ambushed. Alright, this is maybe the hardest I've ever tried anything. Alright, actually, we need most of you to go chop. Nuh-uh, chop that. Hit fucking... Ugh! How are you... Like, what's the intention of this map? Are you considered a villager? You are. You're an idle villager. That's so fucked. Ooh, that's gonna fuck with me a lot. Alright. Chop, chop. Dude, I fucking hate these trade carts. This is the worst thing in the entire game. Just chop. Just chop your wood. Chop your wood. Do your work. Chop your wood. Chop your wood. Oops, I forgot to... Dude, I hate trade carts. Trade carts should not count as idle, dude. They just shouldn't. They shouldn't count as that. Not even he knows what to do with these things. Holy shit, I didn't build a house? I literally thought I did. There's getting house because you forgot to build a house, and there's going, well, I definitely built a house. I don't need to worry about this shit at all. Build more farms. How does this work? I've never done this before. I'm not walling any of this shit off. I mean, in a literal sense, I am not actively walling this off. Much to my chagrin, I'm not walling it off. How does this even work? Okay, build a market and patrol your carts between them and free gold. Alright, Villain also has no idea how this game works. I'm literally going to send these guys back and forth a bunch of times. This game is as shit show of a shit show as can be. What are you chopping here for? What are you doing? Alright, it's fine. Everybody go here. I want to do long distance chopping till I'm dead. That's what I want. It's my favorite part of this game. Oh, give me a break. Come here, guys. See, I'm literally patrolling down there. I'm patrolling because I don't want to see the idle thing anymore. God. I'm not gonna do it because of the hill bonus in the game. Build the thing. Build the thing. Oh, that's hideous. Wait, you have less dudes. Who am I kidding? Oops, I never got this. Can't even tell. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, very important thing to do. Keep fucking patrolling back and forth, you assholes. You know what? Why not? Let's build a market. I don't need a blacksmith. I need to use this mechanic so I can understand how it works, dude. That's what I need psychologically. And to do so, I will build a house. Oops, I accidentally rallied to the wrong spot. So... Shit. That was a little ugly. Oops. All right, so how does... I'm getting a little disorganized here. But I think that we're doing eh. I gotta figure out how this damn mechanic works. So how does this work? What? I haven't even seen that. I haven't even thought about this. Alright. I don't know, here? Why not? This is so messy. My control has been poo-poo. Oh, I can kill this guy. Sometimes I feel like that scene in Videodrome where the guy, like, pushes his head through the screen. I'm just like, what am I looking at? Get her! Take her out! Yeah! You don't even know which way I'm going, do you? You can't, because I don't know which way I'm going. Alright, so... I sure built a lot more of those than I wanted to. Why not? Are there relics on this map? Do they? Found one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can do this now. Sick. Step Lancer. Wonder what that is. One time? One tap? Oh, I made some camels. I am so wealthy, dude. Food wealthy, at least. I just need... Alright. Buy wood! You know what's really cool? You don't actually have to wait. You don't actually have to wait. And look, I built this camel totally on accident. See, you can't even tell I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing! Everybody can tell! Oh, God! Alright. Okay. What is a Step Lancer? Alright, so he bought a Step Lancer. Oh, he unpaused! Oh, he means business. He means business. Thinks I'm like talking shit. Let me just give him an opportunity to do a value trade. Yo, damn. Yo, damn, I'm macroing too. Damn. Damn, we're all just macroing here. Alright, I keep forgetting to get my awesome upgrades. Just chop your wood. Use your wood. Do way too much of this shit. We're going back and forth? So how much does this even give you? How much does it even work? And now I'm secured. An ambitious wall? Yes. Let's see. Great, frees up my supply. So, right now, I really kind of fucking need this, huh? Let's do this. Okay. Oh, I already hit that button. Damn. They're actually trapped. No way. Ooh, housed. Ooh, we have too many chopping wood. Nice. So I surmise that my opponent has actually gone all in. I also surmise that I have the worst wall off, possibly, of all time. Whoops. Well, I will just be damned. So there's a number of economic upgrades that we're missing right now, so I'm just going to try to remember to get those. I've done it! I've secured the hill. Oh! I've not done it, have I? You go here, you go here. You guys go here. Oopsie doopsie daisies. Uh-oh. Oh god, I got raided. Oh god. Actually. Uh-oh. I think that I may be making a grave mistake right now. Alright, so I mean, this is about what I can hope for, huh? See if I can make villain retreat. This is just overambitious on my part. Uh-oh. This is somewhat of a base trade-esque situation here. So let's go. They are staying put a little bit, which is valuable for us. Okay. Let's do this. Damn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do the little Mutalisk spread trick that they teach in school, where you try to make the pack follow a small amount, and then you get out with what you can. So, that was not positive, as far as I'm concerned. That was, maybe, I dare say, a little bit reckless. But it was pretty fun. Yeah, we're winning now, huh? And then he says GG. See? Can't even tell I don't know what I'm doing. Can't even tell I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so, I mean, like, that was clumsy. I feel like this is like skipping past the training wheels and just going, you know, ride that bicycle downhill as fast as you can. So, here's the thing. I am generally pretty good at crisis management. But at no point did I have a plan fucking at all! At no point did I have a plan at all! I think the fact that I was spawning not on Arabia, I was just like, Jesus, holy shit. Oh my god, Atrioc, thank you warmly for the raid. Welcome to Rock Bottom, my friend. I think the counterattack was reasonably positive if I could have actually held the attack. Now, you might go, well, I think the judgment call was correct. In my head, I was like, dude, there's no way he can break through the front. And honestly, if he had just run through to my workers, I think I would have been turbo omega giga fucked. But so let's actually rewatch. And there's basically one thing that it's not showing. All right. Single player. Load game. Marketplace. Load. So the thing is, in this game, I want to actually try to verify if I understood what was actually happening in the game. So I think that there's two things that I want to actually spend time thinking about right now. I think that what I need to do is when I'm scouting around here, I should pick a side to wall and a side to grow on. Because if, for instance, I looked at this, I would have... And by the way, these are the first times that I'm having these thoughts. When I started off, I was so confused. I cannot tell you how many brain cycles were getting spent by seeing idle worker. And it was like, this guy? Like, what? Like, are we kidding me? It's not a worker. It's a trade cart. It should have its own button. Oh my god, so stupid. I mean, that freaked me out. I felt like I was haunted. I felt like it was if Age of Empires and The Conjuring did a crossover. They're like, you have an idle villager, and I hit it, and it just goes to a trade cart. And I'm like, that's not a fucking villager. And then my whole family fucking dies, right? It was terrifying. Like, oh, so I cannot tell you how much in the early game my brain was getting taken up by like, where's this idol? Where's this idol? Where's this idol? Where's this idol? And it took me a while. And then when I sent them back and forth, my gameplay improved. It's so stupid. So now that I have free brain cycles, what I would do, anytime there's a map that's like a circular map like this, my favorite, of course, is Peaks of Baekdu. That was like my strongest map for a long time. If you don't play StarCraft 1 in 2007, that doesn't mean anything to you. But I think if I had had the brain cycles, I would have said, okay, there's more resources on the left instead of on the right. I will probably do, like, a sharp wall, like, down like this. Or maybe even have, like, up here, here. I would wall this and intend on growing this way. That's, I think, my castle age plan. My feudal age plan, you can't wall this. You can't wall this at all. Like, I mean, the trees here, it looks like a county fair worker's teeth, okay? Like, this is impossible to wall. Like, this is the most porous base. Like, I don't even know how this pot, like, what are you supposed to think here? So I think what I'm supposed to think is at least something, and in last game I was mostly thinking nothing. So I think that I'm just going to kind of YOLO my way through the early game. I'm going to pretend I'm the Viper and not wall and trust in my quick wall abilities. Except the difference between me and Viper is that Viper does know the hotkey for building a wall without needing to look every time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do like a little circle wall among all of these. But, I mean, walling here and here feels so stupid. So wall like that and that. And if you say yes, then I don't want to fucking talk to you. My stuff's here. Like, I think I should, like, wall up to there. Wall down like this, and then that's it. There you go. Okay, so let me go ahead to the moment of the game where I was slightly confused. I thought that all things said, I thought my early game was okay. Are there less sheep on this map? Am I crazy? This is another one where I felt like I ran out of hunt really early in feudal. It really surprised me. I just didn't wall this fucking at all. Yeah, I think I should have walled up instead of out. There's too big of walls. Yo, Soren, it's good to see you, man. Okay, so I love how my opponent just permitted his trade carts to die. They were just here. He just moved them together as a unit. No, I feel for my opponent here. I'm glad I did this. I have plenty of idle TC time, because again, I feel like I ran out of food. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. I thought my micro in this fight was not bad at all. I was actually real pleased with that one. Dude, I've killed 8 and lost 2, man. Detective Paul Mango's on the case. Let's see if on his next investigation he can find a forward castle filled with elephants. Oh, my opponent counterattacked. I was like, oh, I didn't have my barracks hotkeyed. And I know there are auto hotkeys. I much prefer to use numerical hotkeys. I just need to remember to use them. So at this point in the game, here was my evaluation. I thought, I am dominating. I am killing right now. I should be way ahead. I have the same number of workers. Okay. Thought I was way ahead. Alright. I do have 3.5 minutes of idle time, because I just kept running out of ability to do stuff. Whoa! Kill the villagers! I think a change that I want to make is that I think that I want to not just A-move into villagers with scouts. I think I want to try to isolate. That's a new sort of thought process that I want to try to remind myself right now to do. You're constantly trying not to queue your workers? I mean, I didn't have any... I was broke. Like, I did not have enough food to start a worker regularly in that whole exchange. Way too much food in this. And I think this is where maybe I could have gotten away with a third stable. Hey, I did read the situation correcto mundo. I think that this was a mistake. I think that here, this should have been a stable or a barracks because of this. This is dumb and bad. 1,000 freaking food. Hey, my read was correct. I was like, there's no way that Villain actually has anything but these Step Lancers. This I also think was a mistake. So I think the thing is that I am... Like, the concept of what I'm doing, which is get, like, control over the middle and then boom. I think that concept is fine. But I need to just not decide that I'm safe when I'm safe. I think I need to just, like... Because when I saw this, I was like, man, there's no way he has more TCs than I do. And then he just attacks here. And this was 21 to 36. So my thought process here is there has to be more outside than inside. So if I can just delay the inside long enough. So I think I did some things... Wow. So... God, I have so much idle time. Yeah, I think that it's transitioning out too quickly. Yeah, Maz says, I'll repeat the question from earlier, since more relevant. Thoughts on swapping out some of the knights you were making for camels? Either higher speed, lower cost, and much higher power versus cavalry. I have no thoughts about it. I've never made a camel, except when I accidentally misclick. I've never fucking made a camel at all. I've never gone, I should get camels here. I don't even know, I don't know how that unit fucking works. I know it's like it's a fast pikeman that can go for days without water. So this was another misevaluation, because the thought process here is generally like just sweep forward, right? But like my opponent is like spamming the step lancing. This was tight though. This was like really nice. This is another thing that we decided the other day, which is we should be much more comfortable just throwing cavalry out. And then Villain just hit the building here. This was absolutely savage. And then here's where I misclicked. I meant for these guys to go around this way, but you'll see that knight, I don't know if it was blocking it or what, but then this was fine. I should have taken less damage than I did, though. But yeah, hey, we did some good stuff. But I think that if I wanted to do the raid and then defend with pikeman monk, I needed to not push out with the pikeman. I mean, there's no reason for me to do that. And after that, I was like, I'm literally completely fine. I'm going to make some of these for additional defense. All right, nice. Hey. Now we're thinking with portals. All right. Now, I need to use the restroom, and when I come back, I'm just going to go for a forward castle. I'm just going to go for a forward castle. Isha's really well played. That defense isn't easy. You have insane APM. Dude. I have so much comfort with mouse motion and keyboard clicking due to my history playing StarCraft. But I, like, don't know what units are in this game or what the right decisions are. So I look like the Flash if he was drunk. I'm like hitting buttons at random. Like, I am the monkey on the typewriter that has actually hit Shakespeare a couple times because he has such high words per minute. Like, that's what I am. But the problem that I'm working on is trying not to be a fucking monkey, okay? That's what I'm working on. And I can feel it. I'm like hitting buttons fast, and I'm like, I don't know what the buttons on this building even do. Like, if you said, what does a university do? I'm gonna say, it has ballistics, it has chemistry, and in addition, it has several other buttons. Like, I don't know what the fucking buttons are in this thing. The castle makes trebuchets. It has conscription as well. It also does other things. Like, I haven't read any of this shit. And I know I'll get there. I'll get there, but like, I don't know, I'm a little bit self-conscious. I'm a little self-conscious about it, you know? I don't know. It's like an athlete steps into a game where he like doesn't know the rules. It's like, wow, you're really fast. And it's like, yes, but what is an end zone? All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom, which I know exactly how to do. And I wanted to let you know, when I go to the bathroom, I'm also extremely high APM. It's impressive. You wouldn't believe my ability to macro. I'll be back. Ah, excellent. I smell-elephant an elephant. All other strategies are irrelevant. Ah, excellent. By the way, Grima77, welcome to the 3-digit club. Grima77 is 100 months in a row. Mwah! Thanks, Grima. And I'm pleased to share with you, Grima, we're going to be going elephants. So... I think Willie Nelson's headband was here earlier with 170 months in a row. And some of you are like, oh my god, how do you have subs that have been there for this long? And I want you to look at how little hair I have. I love making bald jokes. It's like my favorite thing. Dude, for any of you who have any fear about balding, I want to let you know, it's wonderful. It feels, I love shaving my head. I mean, it's just a new thing to joke about. That's it. That's all it is. All right, so we're up against Vietnamese, and I don't know what Vietnamese is. Oh, I forgot my opponent unpaused last game. Oh, shit. I always mess this up. Give me the sheep. Right in the middle. No, I'm not mouse locked again. All right, there has to be like a checklist. I have to be able to learn at some point. So the goal here is to have a good feudal age and to have found you. Boom into late castle elephants. So, my opponent, I believe, just took a sheep from me, huh? Yeah. Going around, snagging all my sheeps. Got it. Got it, nice. Okay. So, I actually don't know how to... Sick. I've never had this happen before. I don't even know what's supposed to go down. Let's see if I can improvise this. Because I think Villain has literally stolen every sheep that I have. I'm not actually sure I know how to stop this. So that should be here. Let's rally this here. So, this is great, because now I actually have some questions that I'm going to get to ask next game I play. I'm not going to sweat it too much. So we're going to try to go up relatively late. I assume that the boar is somewhere here. Ooh, that stinks. I actually thought I would win that. Oh, that's right. I don't have a loom. Okay, nice. Not gonna sweat it one bit. So I think that already some adjustments that I would want to make. That's okay, just do this. So I'm going to just rip through my berries, like, super, super fast. And that's totally okay. And then after this game, I'm going to think about what I would have done differently. I will get another villager. That's fine by me. I'm going to have a surplus of wood, so maybe I can use that to get a wall going. I won't need this up, since I will be... Okay, so... This is a greedy wall, but that's fine. Greed is good, right? Okay. Does this cost 50? Okay. So I still haven't even scouted my opponent because I've just been a little scaredy boy. And that's all good. Ooh, I didn't give myself a lot of room for wood, huh? I'm going to the corner, man. Why not? You know, I've actually changed my mind, which is probably the worst possible thing you can do. I think that I can imagine Hera rolling over in his grave right now. He's dead in this story, by the way. Never mind, I agree with myself. Got him. Where are the trees on Arabia? He said, confused. So we have a lot of idols. Let's just go back to shopping. What are you doing here? Oh, I must have misrallied this. Okay, I know what's happening. Where are trees? Hey, look at this! A place to prosper. So I think that my opening thus far, I mean, outside of messing up some basic shit. Let's see if we can get the intercept path. I don't know what the fuck this thing is doing still. There it is. Another archery range. Okay. 1, 2. We've done it. And around back you go. Okay. I don't know why I work so hard to shift Q you if you're just going to ignore me. So we won't try to get right over here and fuck with their rally path. Look at this! Look at this shit! You know, you could go in the straight line path to them, if you wanted. Oh yeah, I didn't finish that house. Dude, what the fuck? So, those guys did a lot more damage than I thought. So that, like, no problem. I will need to get my ups up. Can I actually do this? I have a hard time seeing if I'm actually winning this fight. Oh. Why are they dealing so much fucking damage to me? I don't quite understand how this is working. I'll just keep rallying there. What the fuck? Can someone explain to me what's happening with the pathing here? Is it that this guy is on the top and the other guy's not? That's kind of crazy to me. Alright, so... let's see, let's go ahead and make a market on my outer base. Oh, alright. So, I now... what is this rally set to, anyways? Okay. Alright, so, Control A, and you. Okay. Oops, thought that was making. Okay, so they're going up. So I'm going to make skirms. As large in numbers as they will allow me to. You bastards! Plan is not exactly working out. Ooh, shit. That's really bad for us. We have way too much food now. So I would like the ability to get elite skirms. Cost. Ready for this? I need this. So then I go sell. Then I go like this. Oh, this is bad. So this is not hotkeyed. So, how do workers function when they're attacking? I'm not sure I actually have ever known this. I think I was going to say GG, because, I mean, I think that, like... I think I almost stabilized. But, I mean, really, I've never had someone come over and steal my villagers, or steal my sheep before, so I just want to see what that looks like. So let's go ahead and load this. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so... Okay. How should I do this? So, let's see. Where's my scout? Because, I mean, I saw it happen, and it took me maybe 5 or so seconds to actually process what was happening to me. So... How does he know exactly where I am? Isn't there, like, one of the factions that can do that? Because he was Vietnamese. Any positions revealed from the start. Okay, nice. Oh, Archer range of 20 HP. I was wondering why they were, like, so tanky. Well, that's actually... Okay, so... Let me... Let's see here. Because I want to see something. Okay, nice. Okay, so this wasn't like he scouted around his area and then sent a thing over. I mean, he barreled in. He just barreled right in there. Okay. So let's see. This threw me a little bit when he attacked. I wasn't entirely sure how to navigate that situation. But I think that, like, I made some just misclicks and missteps early on because, again, I'm spending a lot of time just thinking. But, I mean, honestly, I was pretty happy with how we stabilized. I think I should have gone archery range right from the start. That's probably the change that I would make, is intend on playing extremely passively. Because the thing is that the reason I like getting scouts early on, maybe that was fine. You know, okay, here's what I think actually lost me the game, was how I walled off, cut me off from a lot of wood. That's what I think. The biggest issue that I had was, I didn't feel like I was that alarmed or startled at this point in the game. Again, there's that brief moment of confusion, and then I went, oh, okay, fine, I'll be alright. But I think that, like, right here, I was like, I need to play defensive, so I just, like, threw these walls down. And then I put a wall, like, over here, and I had no location. I had no places to actually build my second lumber mill. Because I don't know what my actual vision was at this point in the game. Yeah, I was like, maybe there's some wood over here, and like there was fucking nothing. And I was trying to run these villagers over to have somewhere safe to chop wood, which is of course a ton of lost time. I think getting the early farms was also fine. So, I mean, like, this whole journey out here to just find somewhere to go, and then I changed my mind, then I changed my mind again. I mean, that was quite gruesome. And because I hadn't found a place to get wood up, it took me a really long time to find the room to get wood. And then I got housed here, which is unfortunate. So, if I had gotten the skirms up earlier... Yeah, I mean, honestly, the issue that I had constantly during this was just not enough wood, not enough wood, not enough wood, not enough wood. Yeah, by the way, I'm totally not looking for any advice right here. I am more than comfortable analyzing this and figuring this out. Because again, typically after long games or losses, it's just like 1,000 different thoughts and 1,000 different feelings. I'm just kind of sharing out loud what's going on inside of my head. And I think that one thing that's interesting to me is how much worse this fight went for me when Villain had Archer upgrades, and I did not have upgrades. I mean, I was shocked at how much that is. But yeah, no, I just didn't have a secure place to put wood, so I, like, just did not have a lot on wood, and, like, ran some over here to get it. Overall, and of course, like, then I didn't have a lot of wood, and then I had way too much wood, and then I built a bunch of farms, and I didn't have enough. So, I feel, honestly, pretty good about that. Yeah, Sly Fission says, I remember Hera coaching with how important fletching is. That is not relevant to anything I'm saying. What I'm saying is, this was one of the first instances where I have been aware that they have an upgrade and that I don't, and I was surprised at the result. That's immaterial to the other point. And also, if I said to myself, gee, I really want to get fletching, I've been talking endlessly about how I kept hitting this issue where I didn't have any wood, didn't have any wood, didn't have any wood. And I didn't have wood to get the blacksmith when I wanted to, which I didn't have the wood to get this archery range when I wanted to. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy about that because, you know, one of the things that gets... How do I say this? Whenever there's some sort of new attack or new play or new timing push or new strategy where it's the first time that I've seen before, when it's like the first time that I've seen it, what I'm almost always lacking is the context. Like, I got my sheep stolen. I have no idea if that is... My opponent was just doing their normal scouting and just happened to take my sheep. When I watched this, my opponent beelined straight for sheep 1, sheep 2, like, perfectly. And I went, oh. Not only have I never seen that before, but that actually gives me a huge amount of comfort. Because now I know what my opponent isn't doing. And, you know, then I learned, oh yeah, Vietnamese can see that, and all that sort of thing. So this kind of makes sense. And if Vietnamese can see it, it's actually trivially easy for me to just send the sheep in. And it's fine. And I have lost, like, 4 sheep before and been fine. And felt fine, and everything's all good. Got some cows. And now I didn't look at what my opponent's stuff was. Shit, it's not locking my mouse again. We need to have a checklist. Kill it! No! Are both dead? Fuck. So my opponent is... What faction is my opponent? Anyone catch it? Tupi? God almighty, these idiots. I know, we just get Loom now. Did I win the game? Yeah. Alright. Matchmaking works. We're at the correct elo. What is a Champy Scout? Dude, you know what's so funny? You know what's so fucking funny? We got Loom early. We got Loom early anyway, baby. Doesn't matter who's prepared. He's gonna be like, how did this fucking guy have Loom? And I'm like, well, I got supply block 2 games in a row doing the same wrong thing, so why would I not have Loom then? Alright, this is one of the downsides of Capture Age. Is that I don't know how to look at... Alright, what's a Champy runner? It's a shittier, but faster Scouty guy. Okay. I'm gonna play another one, because I still haven't gotten to go forward elephant. The game ended there? Wasn't there more game than that? I think it was like faster than I thought. I got supply blocked, and I was like, shit, and then I immediately win the game. Matchmaking works, you know? Matchmakers work in overtime. I hit the find match button. And World's Edge was like, I know exactly who to pair you with. You guys are definitely the same skill level. Axelix says, ever play League of Legends and swear the matchmaking always had one of the 10 players doing Smurf run from low ranks? You know, I think... So, as many of you have heard me say, probably annoyingly frequently, you know, I'm a little battle-hardened from playing StarCraft competitively for like 12, 13 years. And then doing content on it and all that stuff. And that game is a hateful game. It's not a game that actually likes the player that is playing it. And so, in StarCraft, one of the things that I think was really beneficial is that I feel like it battered into my head the idea that most of the game you're playing against yourself. You're not actually playing against the other player. And so I don't really... It doesn't really bother me very much in this game if there's a Smurf who's showing up who's doing things. Because, like, almost all of my brain is focused on my own mistakes. almost all my game is just like, oh, I messed up this. Like, for instance, in that game where I got, like, cheesed, my brain is just like, dude. Actually, wait. Tab out, tab in. Alright, now my mouse is locking. Yeah. Most of my brain was just like, I messed up with the wood placement and my economy's a little off. These are the things I actually care about. Alright, chat. Am I against the Vietnamese? Just tell me right now. Am I up against Vietnamese? I need to know. No. Yes! I can scout with my sheep. Woo! We're doing it. Found the boar. Keep scouting! You're at work today. Go home! I'm traumatized! Just kidding, Scout! Get over there! Good job scouting, Whittle Piggy. I don't know why I'm like this. You know what, I actually do have a good deal of shame from saying Whittle Piggy in front of so many people, you know? I said Whittle Piggy in front of all of my friends. Kill your friend. Day9, I would not make that decision with so few bunnies there. Listening to the chat in Age of Empires make commentary is like the funniest thing ever. Oh, if there's 6 or 7 bunnies, I like to go ahead and throw a mill down, but no sooner. I just think he's being reckless with his wood. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Nope. Where the fuck are these? Ugh! No. Ooh, I fucked that one up. Getting a lot better at just scouting out and about. But the second ball was done very well. No! It was done fucking... Fuck! Come here! No! Get on the sheep! Oh, no! Move diagonally! Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I never was worried. Nary a worry was there that day. You, fuckers. Day9 is talking a lot. Is he well? Worry about Day9's wellness. Why? Why? For what reason? For what reason? Am I smurfing? Am I a smurf? Am I a bot? Okay. Win trade confirmed. It's true. It's true. Everything in my life I've achieved through cheating. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what even happened. I am going to play another game. Reverse smurfed, I know. I heard this guy was a detective. I'm not in capture age. Uda says he saw the glint off thy forehead. See, these guys were just in a sliver of darkness. Golly. Should build a house nearby. It's too much walking. See, now, so here I actually am proud of doing a very small adjustment, which is I'm getting the wood here because my good gold is here, so I can go wall and wall, or wall and, like, wall back like this. But there are the berries there, which is just dog shit. Maybe actually this is wrong. Maybe I actually should build closer to the berries, because I do need the food more than I need the whole gold covered. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I didn't think about the berries. Whoops. Not a smurf. It's not a smurf anymore, everyone. Villager die? Like, what happened? Alright. As they say, 1-1. Alright. I mean, even though those last two games were, like, semi-funny, I mean, I actually would rather play. I want to play. I want to play the game. Hera sat down and coached me. You know, this is actually, I think, one of the things that's funky about RTS games compared to other genres. Is like, in Dota, you might say something like, hey, if you have a good lane, get this item and then go farm. If you have a bad lane, get this item and go farm. And like if I'm playing Phantom Lancer, I'm just buying the same stuff like every game. Like a lot of the time. Tab out, tab back in, mouse is locked. Now if, like Hera was saying, hey, if you want to do forward castle, do it late in Castle Age. That's when to do forward castle. And I was like, awesome. And then I've encountered just a bunch of things that have not allowed me to even do that. Yeah, like, I mean, this would happen to me a lot in StarCraft, especially when the three matchups are very, very, very different. Where I'd get, like, cheesed in a Terran vs. Zerg and be like, alright, here's gonna be my prep against that. And then I'd play against Protosses for the next, like, 10 games. How'd you choose your Civ? Persians have elephants. That's how I chose my Civ. You know everything that I know. I'm against the Persians! It's a mirror! Alright, time for me to shut up. Oops. Ah! Ah! Alright, now my mouse is locked. Is this just endless? What is this map? Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I'm going to research Loom! Oh my god, look at my map! My map is marvelous! Kill your friends. Okay. Alright. No! This is actually tilting me, man. Ay, 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 ay. Man. Some of us is actually tired of winning. I'll be honest. My emotional relationship between what's happening in the game and how I'm feeling is odd. I'll just admit it. Like, like I often want to be in a situation where I am learning. And if I'm, like, not doing that, you know, I don't know. I find it, I can find it somewhat annoying. What is this? Tap here? That's a great first guess in Wordle, if I'm being honest. Alright, get on over. Okay. These maps are insane for me. Like, did they patch this for me? That's what I should have been doing. This is the most insane set of maps I've had in quite some time. Fuck me. Ay, 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 ay. Wall. Proper wall. I mean, this is the best map of all fucking time. I mean, it has to be. I've never seen anything better in my life. Can't believe I lost that. Dude, because I thought that, because when I scouted this way, I assumed it was here, so I was trying to go around it, but I just could have not made that assumption. Okay. I don't know. So, what is this unit? Huh? Oops, I thought I made a house. Oops, thought I pulled this back. Target is actually going to be those villagers that they have. Even I am in disbelief at how good my map is. Got it, I got it. Why there? Does this have a minimum range? Never built this unit before. I think this is actually a dumb move to do. On my part. I swear to God, I thought that I built like 12 houses in this game. So I want to get this. So this is control 9. Q. How do you garrison into that? Is this the way you do that? Okay. So, what's my long-term plan? Rams. Rams and Knights. I mean, in theory, I'd like to counterattack, but I'm just going to play this calmly. Do I have enough for a wheelbarrow? How much does wheelbarrow even cost? I got this, but... Good opportunity for intercepting. Missed it. No, I should do this now. The ground's a little wobbly for town center, but... Probably fit a town center there. So, as a question, I'm getting Rams against this. I'm getting Rams against... No, I'm gonna make that decision. I made a mistake. Should have gotten this. Oops. Alright. It's been decided for me then. Where's my stone? Oh, it's over there. Let's see. So, let's get some more of these. $160 and $75. Okay. Just gonna make scouts because I can. So now I can get in between, prevent villain from doing anything else annoying. Anti-perfect. Did I not make these? You know, you're allowed to chop wood. Okay, that's fine. Never enough fucking houses. Oh, this is just glitching. Crazy, that's crazy. Oh my god, rally to the thing that is intelligent, please. think there's something going wrong with the rally points somewhere here. I really need this to get chopped through. Okay, so what do we think is going wrong here? You go here. You go. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Holy shit, that scared— that frightened me, literally. Go in. We're doing it. Imperial fucking age, really. I never got this, did I? We did it. We fucking did it. We did it, dude. I thought I just played that very calmly. Oh, what a colossal... Oh, no, I thought that those were, like, back racks. Dude. That was really good. I mean, we did have the most unfair set of fucking walls. What is this? Like, literally, what is this wood line? Like, are we not in Arabia? Like, this was ridiculous. Oh my god. I think that there were a few errors that I made early on. Let's go. Single player, load game, replays, load. Oh my god. For what it's worth, Villain also had just a lush, nice setup. And I kept myself nearby my cows to protect my cows. That felt good. Villagers get +3 versus all buildings, +6 for stone defenses. What? Okay, as a question, I asked this and I never got the opportunity to look and determine this definitively. Do those big tower things that he have, do those have a minimum range? Are those one of the things with minimum range? Like, if I got all up underneath that, would I? Oh. Do all defenses have, like, that minimum? All defensive structures do. Wait, is this true for town centers? It's not town centers. Okay. So let's see if I actually keep my shit together here. I'm really happy that I did this. This looks funny. This looks like my walls. Dude, I am actually so happy with myself in this game. I was really pleased. Wait, hold on. I think I played pretty damn well that game. I played calmly. Okay, so how much does this thing cost? Oh, Willem does have 4 on stone. Dude! So when I saw the villagers, what went through my head was, nice. This means that my opponent immediately has significantly less resources collected than I do. This, I thought, was awesome. I mean, minus cutting this down right away. But what were these troopers that were coming in? What is a Sergeant? Oh, this makes those fucking things. Okay, now, whoa. Sicilians. Okay, what is this thing? So, this is... Oh, there it is. Large tower that trains Sergeant and Spearman line units. Really? Oh, shit. Maybe I should have been a little more careful about spamming out scouts. Could have just made Spearmen against me, and that would have been terrible. Elite Sergeant. Okay, so this deals 5 and has 2 melee armor. Can build and repair donjons. Wild. Wow. I mean, this is a wild unit. Okay. So, like, my logic here was just, I'm going to try to get in between and intercept and disengage and just play keep away. I could have pulled these guys earlier. So my logic was I wall like this, and then I can wall down like that and probably not get hit, but I'm just wrong. Like, I can literally just get hit here. So, okay. Like my micro here. She shouldn't have lived. So yeah, I just kept rotating around, and I noted that this gold was probably where I was going to go to. And then someone wise just said, Sean, you should just go for... yeah, there was a bit of indecision here, and I mean, I can explain my thought process. So, like, let's see. These Scout Cav deal 5. These deal 5 plus 0. But they have 2 melee armor. So, I mean, like, these guys actually crap on mine. And I selected them and just look. And so I knew that, like, I needed to have an overwhelming amount of cavalry, or I could get +1 attack. So I just figured I'll just wait. I'll just literally chill, keep making scouts. And sometime around when I made the blacksmith, I observed that villain was just not... You see how I tried kills? I was just seeing no more sergeant. I counted 6, and that was that, so I was like, alright. And then I messed up a rally here, which stunk a little bit. Meanwhile, in Villain's base, yeah, I mean, if you were getting this much stone, you have to be just so broke. And actually, if Villain had just made more town centers, they may have been fine. So, I think I didn't need this tower. I think maybe I didn't need this. Oh, I don't even remember what the hotkey for this is, but like, yeah, I just rotated over to here. I even actually started rallying back to berries. Yeah. So, as a question, in the future, if I see this, I think I do need to get skirmishers in the future. Just to have them to deal with the spearmen. I didn't know that they could make spearmen out of there, to be fair, but like... I mean, I recognize archers would be better. But I like to just go only food and wood. Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but I watch a lot of pros never, ever get archers in situations like this. Like, they get men-at-arm rushed, and they just go skirms. I'm not saying skirms to deal mass damage to the sergeants. I mean, just, like, get 2 or 3 in case of the, spear boys. And also prevents them from doing archer transitions that are annoying. There's another pros cutting corner. Yeah, that's actually a good way to think of it. I think this is just way too conservative from Villain. I think the Villain actually just got, like, mentally gridlocked for a moment there. Like, these... I mean, maybe these do make sense. I mean, I have a lot of scouts, you know. So I think I also needed to start chopping here to kind of clear this open. Also didn't quite need all of these things here. Oh yeah, I always forget to get light cav. Completely and totally. So dude, I did it, and I got the Rams, and I just crushed forward. This is where I just want to see something. What is the exact price of this? What is the... So if you have... Scouts... Because, I mean, this is such a huge upgrade. And it costs 150.50. I mean, Jesus. I just need to get this, like, every time. Dude, I actually played this great. I have over 2,000 more resources collected. Man, I'm so cool. I'm so tall and I'm so tan. Holy fucking beater. Look at this shit. Send in the crew. Villain literally does not have fucking anything. I don't know why Villain doesn't have anything. I feel like Villain could have clicked up a century ago. Dude, okay, like, some of the pressure in this game, I do not have a good intuition. Oh, these make pikemen. I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it. Battering rams don't give a shit. Dude, and I made the Scorps when I saw these things. Holy shit, man, I'm so cool. So I assume that Villain went for the super fast Imperial Age to get elite Donjans. I just went forward elephant. I just love... I'm gonna get Donjans. I'm like, I'm gonna make the unit that's funny. And I stayed on Castle Age, just even favoring to get a 4th town center. Which felt nice on my economy. Dude, wow, I'm like... Wait, I mean, this is just their only town center? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so tan. They literally had no army, man. I'm crazy. Wow, man. This game's great. Guess what? We're coming back tomorrow. We're gonna play more. And we are... Really? For some reason I thought that we were below 1,200. Alright. Really? Huh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. I did an update. Check Hera's site. Oh, I'm 1338 right now? What? I thought I was below 1,200. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was win trading, and I was on my Smurf account. Yeah, no, I actually think that enough is clicking for me that I feel... how do I describe this? There's 2 key inputs for raising elo. One is literally knowing how to play the game properly and, like, being better than your opponents and all this. But the other is just sheer hours. And hours is a thing that I really struggle with. Like, since this thing has begun, let's see here. Hera. Let's see here. King's Gauntlet. Hera. You have played 27 games. So, I mean, I need to play a lot more to, like, even out. But, maybe I'll be able to do a marathon session soon. Yeah, dude, Wagamama is also fucking a killer. Dude, I think you... Like, I literally think our team is completely overpowered. I'm gonna bring this up. I don't know how they, like, set this thing up. But, like, the team is... So there's Captain Euthermal. There's Wagamama, who's, like, just been demolishing people. There's me, who's completely overpowered. And Amp and Ayujin, who, like, Ayujin is the only one who has also been, like, struggling to get a lot of games in. I think we're going to completely clap. Then we're going to demolish. Because, I mean, with the way that I play, I tend to, like, really not change ELO for a while until, like, a bunch of stuff clicks and then it, like, pops up. Yeah, Ayujin just had a child. And spending time with your kid is a hell of a lot more important than training for an Age of Empires 2 tournament. But, yeah, no, I mean, like, I think that the way that I tend to want to understand things is, like, in an RTS, there might be, let's just say at any given time, there are 10 things that you're trying to juggle. Now, the way that I have known some people to play is that, you know, maybe one of the things is microing the units, maybe this other thing is, you know, keeping up with worker production. Maybe this other thing is, like, how to transition in this weird strategy and, like, rearrange your base, whatever. I know some players that when they play, they're trying to get better at each of them a little bit each game. For me, I like to just pick one thing and, like, not move on until I actually get this thing. And so this leads to a lot of things where it's like, okay, I really want to understand how the transition from Dark to Feudal works. Like, I really want to understand that. And then I get to Feudal Age, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now that I've gotten here this early. It's like that moment where it's like, like, that's the kind of thing that I think I am... that you've seen me do a lot. Or like, hey, control the middle, Sean. And I'm like, all right, so I have a plan for how to control the middle. I'm just going to think about that and work on that and do that. And then I get there and I have control of the middle. And I'm like, wait, what? How do you get to Imperial Age? Like, all that sort of thing. It just kind of, like, leaks away from my brain. But with that, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go raid someone. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.